Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muhammad Faisal bin Hamzah. The topic that I choose for informative speech is Generation Z specialty. So what is Generation Z? When we talk about generation, we also talk about the past generation, which is millennial. So what is millennial? Millennial are also referred to a generation Y, Generation Y, which is typically born between the year 1980 to the year mid 1990s. Okay. Millennials are also sometimes referred as eco lower due to a major surge in birth rates in the year 1980s. And Generation Z. So, what is Generation Z? Okay. Generation Z or Z is generation group that came after the millennial, that born between the mid 1990s to mid 2000s. So Generation Z is also referred as generation post millennial. How does these two generations compare? So what is the specialty that makes Generation Z so different from the other generation, from the past generation? So this is the thing that I will be explaining today. So we talk about leaders. So leaders from the past would love to be in my generation, which is Gen Z. Leaders from the past would love to have the opportunity to live in my generation, because every generation has had individuals that live beyond the box, especially leaders such like Tun Abdul Razak, Tun Mahathir, which is they live in their generation, which is millennial. So for me, the things that makes my generation difference, there are, okay, let's say like this. So people, there are two different example of people that live, right? Okay. So for my generation, we can just create a tweet to tell people, right? Okay, so take the power of these things can hold. Every single gender has their platform to which they can voice their opinion throughout the world for what they are thinking by just tweeting, because the media now and the media before my generation are very different. Okay. So when we want to voice our opinion, we can just maybe make a tweet, make a post from our Instagram and so on. Okay. So this is the chart that differentiate from every generation. So we can see here, Zoomer or Gen Z, what we call a Zoomer, which is my generation, in between the generation Alpha for the past 2010, and after the generation Y, which is millennial, between 1981 and 1996. So this is the way of how we discover music. So when we talk about the world of music, so here's some advantage. Here's some percentage. This is in London, in the Royal College of Music in London, as the numbers of privately educated students of any university in the United Kingdom, which is 55.9%, which is staggering compared to the national average, which is 7%. So when we talk about music ecosystem in my generation, we can just uh, post music from our bedroom, because it is so simple compared to maybe the generation before 2000, because there is no technology, there is no media, there is no um, social media that can expose these kind of people that have the talent, that have the individual passion to make exposure for them. So for me, this is uh, the superiority of my generation. So well, okay. Next thing is I want to talk about event. So when we talk about event, we can talk about charity. So young people start a charity. So we can receive unimaginable and securing government funding for the young people. So that is a different waterway. Everywhere you look with a generation set, there are young people that doing a charity, doing a activity, doing an event for every imaginable issue, you name it, such like some sort of ocean plastic, um, head green, or mental health, or animal rights. Okay, there is so much more event. So there's agenda in promoting and unifying the voice of young people. But why? Why are these young people, my generation, are doing it? So this is because for the first time ever, we've actually got the platform to do it, to voice our opinion, to voice our opinion, to voice our thinking. It is because for the first time we are being brought to being told that you can do this, that you we the people around from the past generation want to hear from us, want to hear what are we thinking. So I have an example. Take a look at this young lady, this Greta Thunberg, which is viral in the year 2015 for the first appearance about his movement about the climate change, um, especially in the UK. So people might not know him before people might not know her before her movement, before her exposure on the media. But people now know her because of what they are hearing from here, which is her movement towards the climate change, towards on how the way we need to um, overcome the climate change. And she also got funded by the president of her country, and also many people many people are supporting her. So this is why that for me, um, that makes my generation superior, because we have the opportunity, we have the platform to do it, to voice our opinion. So um, let's get back to my first question. So do you think leaders from the past, from the generation before Gen Z, would love to live in my generation? So my answer is yes, because my generation, Gen Z, are superior in so many ways, but they have some of the challenge. But the ways people in Gen Z are doing it better and more exposed, rather than what generation millennial, uh, they what millennial are doing. So for me, we have no limit. So we can embrace the opportunity. We can live beyond the box, because I have no doubt that leaders from the past would have loved to be in my shoes. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.